And we're live.
All right, then. So, we have got a house to review on our video today, just like we do with every other one of our videos we've done so far. But this one's slightly different in that it's a foreclosure auction that ends on the 31st. So, in about a week and a half, I guess. When is the 31st? Next Thursday, I believe. Yes. A week from this Thursday at 11 a.m. So, we're looking at a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bath house that's on that has 1,028 square feet of living space. It's for sale with a the auction, I guess, minimum price is $5,000. So it's obviously going to sell for more than that, but that'll be the starting point for the auction. Anyway, it's a single family home built in 1971 with a 1-car garage. It's got 5 photos on the realtor.com website, none of which are the inside of the house. It's just photos of the outside. So that's usually kind of telling. Do you want to jump into it? Do you want me to talk about what no inside photos means to me first, Tagg?
Yes,
Oh, I
go ahead.
guess I could introduce you and us. My name is Roger, and I'm here with my co-host Tagg, and we focus our attentions on our videos on finding affordable housing for everyday people. In fact, that's what we named our channel. So we believe that if you put in a little elbow grease and bring your creativity, your dream home is totally within reach. So in a house like the one we're looking at, whenever they don't show inside photos, you have to assume that the very worst. I mean, especially in a foreclosure, I'm surprised because I would think that why would anybody bid more than $5,000 if only the exterior walls are standing? Maybe the inside is completely, like beyond crashed, totally gutted. I don't know. Anyway, in a foreclosure like this, an auction like this, you may not be able to get an inspection. Chances are you won't, right? Tagg, you actually may know more about than me.
Yeah, so you have to have yeah, if you're going to do inspections, you got to have the person there at the auction if you get it, um, so they can inspect it. Is everything the same day? So once, sometimes they'll allow you to have an hour or so to have your inspector inspected, but it's not a common thing. So, you got to know what you're doing or just take the risk and buy it as is. And then hopefully you won't lose your shirt over it.
I don't know if this broker realtor that's listed it looks like it's the same person. Is going to take calls asking for information about it, but that's one place to start. Um, maybe well, you just need to know details like Tagg just referenced. Sometimes you get an hour or two before the actual auction to go in and see the property. Maybe you can have your inspector there with you to take a look at it. You can do a quick um, check of things to help you determine your final price. You may need to have a realtor rep, your buyer's representative that specializes in auctions, maybe in foreclosure auctions, and that'll be able to help you. They'll be able to talk to you about what the market is like there in Holiday, which I gotta say, this has somewhat of a personal connection for me because I actually spent a lot of time in St. Petersburg, Florida when I was younger. My family relocated there from near Knoxville, Tennessee, when I was very young, like first grade. And so from the time then until I entered the Army at 18, I was in St. Petersburg, and then when I got out of the Army, I went back there close to St. Petersburg and went to between St. Petersburg and Weeki Wachee a lot for business and for personal reasons. So, yeah, I'm kind of curious about how this will turn out just for that reason alone. But that's just a me thing. It's got nothing to do with our video. So how about if I stop talking, let Tagg take us through the videos they've shown us. Maybe we could talk about them, see if there's anything we can see that's helpful from the photos they've given us.
Okay. Well, I think uh, that the home has great curb appeal. Looking at it, I mean, it would be nice if that truck wasn't there. However, it is. So, but I do want to take a look at the neighborhood because we don't have any interior pictures. So I want to see what the neighborhood is like and what it's offering. Because in Florida, you have sunny skies. Hopefully, you're close to a beach. You want to be accessible to Florida's finest. And with
Yeah,
this bidding starting at 5,000, I'm just curious to see, the neighborhood, the homes around it. Would I be able to make my money back from the property if the area is flourishing or at least has the potential? Um, but if I was thinking of just being here for the rest of my life, well, there's some things that I would take off the table. And let's see here if we can get an area view. But let's circle the neighborhood one more time and see. But yeah, it's a residential neighborhood. Um, you have some baby trees here to give the impression that this is newly developed and it has the potential to be a really nice neighborhood for resale purposes. The house across the street looks lovely. It looks as though there is a boat back here, so I'm thinking maybe that there's water close by. Maybe you're off of a lake or something, or a bank or something like that. So let's exit out of here and take oh, nice. Okay, so here is a body of water here, and you're surrounded by neighborhood, um, homes, and everything. So this is doable. I find this to be a really good deal, knowing that you're going to have to probably redo the inside. However, if you're a person that does do a lot of, or inspiring to do a lot of boating, uh, this is easy access, very easy access. So I'd say go for it. Yeah.
well, one thing about Holiday, Florida, it's kind of, I don't know if you'd say bisected or not, but US 19 is the main north-south drag that you would get to Holiday, Florida from. And it's not far from the Gulf of Mexico. I was doing a quick search on my phone, but the results, well, I think that's the Gulf of Mexico there on the left.
Yeah, I think you're right. So
So maybe just
you
a
do
mile
have
or two.
a beach close by.
Yeah. Now, I don't know if that's exactly walking distance, especially in the Florida
Oh,
heat,
no.
but
But it's a lot closer than taking a airplane trip.
it's definitely closer than where I live right now to the beach. And I'm closer to the beach than I am the mountains, which is not really informational at all to people that don't know where I live. So that was
Okay.
Totally unnecessary comment, please, please. So let's take a look at the other photos of the exterior.
Okay. All right. Oh, look, here's a boat right there. So you
Do you
have a
think
little,
do you think that boat belongs to the person living in the house? I do, because it kind of looks like
yeah.
there's a hedge or a fence all the way to the left of the photo.
Mhm. Yeah.
Anyway, so
Yeah. Well, it's better than having a boat right in the center of the driveway. You know. You can tuck it away on the side of the house. Got a propane tank here. Hopefully that stays.
I don't think that's a propane tank. I think that is
No,
a air compressor that the guy that
air.
has his pickup in the middle of the front yard has, because he's sort of a mechanically minded kind of person of some sort. Propane
Yeah.
tanks generally aren't painted that color. That's why I think it's an air compressor.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Usually they're gray or silver.
Right. Yeah.
In
I didn't
in
put that into
Florida and the Gulf
consideration.
Coast.
Mhm. Okay. So we just have these 5 photos. So doing like a circle of the area, the neighborhood,
I was
pretty
hoping
much.
we'd be able to see the back of the backyard of the house, or maybe the side of the house. If it's a foreclosure auction, I bet it's the only thing that they could do from the street, basically. Because probably because they didn't have permission of the current occupant to go on the property to do photos. My guess, anyway.
Mm, I think it just increases visibility when you don't have a lot of photos of a house that's priced around $5,000 for auction. I mean,
Yeah.
this is one of those clickbait type of things because you're interested. 5,000, that's cash. And if you don't know what the inside looks like or the backyard looks like, you get more interest, more people, higher bid. So
Hmm.
that's what I think.
Well, one thing I do know about Florida, the Gulf Coast, is a lot of houses have something I haven't really seen on most of our videos, and that is tile roofs. You have like concrete or clay tiles that
Hmm.
the, the the roof has. If it has that, chances are your roof is in pretty good shape, unless it's got you know ones that are busted from whatever.
Sure.
And replacing a few tiles is not nearly a big a deal as replacing a shingle roof. But with that being said, the roof is one of the big things that you usually have a problem with in a house. The other systems that you are concerned about are your heating and air conditioning, and then your plumbing and your uh, electrical. Now, since this house was built in '71, there's a very good chance that you're not going to run into too many troubles with the uh, electric and plumbing. One of the things, though, that comes to mind is I know somewhere in the '70s they were using aluminum wire instead of copper wire for electrical. I'm just not sure if it was going on in '71 or not. So that would be a thing you'd want to have checked out or you'd want to know about. And of course, you contact the local inspections department to see if any inspections were applied for, permits for construction of any sort, and if they were completed and passed or not. Um, and they maybe will give you some guidance on whether aluminum wiring was common when this subdivision was developed in
Hmm.
1971.
Yeah. Well, we have somewhat of a live view of the property, and without actually having eyes on it, it's hard to see if there's any damages to the roof. But at least we know that there's a covered patio back here. Trees in the backyard add a little additional shading. A side walkway, and of course, we notice that this boat is on the side of the house. So that's responsible, especially if you don't want to pay to have your boat docked. Um, having it out of having it on the site like this just prevents anything from happening to it. I think that's a very responsible uh, act, and the way how this is positioned, it just fits perfectly.
Sure does. Not a whole lot of extra room either.
Mm-mm.
Well, I guess it's the period of our videos where I usually thank you for being here and following along while we review this house. And if you are going to bid in it, especially if you're in the Holiday, Florida area, the Gulf Coast area, um, we wish you the very best of luck. We hope, that A, you get it in a price that's reasonable for you, and B, that it's not too much of an ordeal to bring it, up to the standards that, well, quite frankly, Tagg or I would like to live in, because that's really what this video is about. We talk about what we would do to a house when we buy it at anywhere from 5,000 to 50,000 or more, sometimes more. And, the repairs, upgrades, renovations that would be necessary for us to feel comfortable living in it, because we consider ourselves everyday people. Anyway, so I'll turn things back over to you, Tagg, to close us out on the video today. Thanks for being here.
Okay, well, your dream home might be just a one project, DIY project away. Excuse me. Whether if you're into fixer uppers or homegrown gardens, this channel is your go-to for real freedom through affordable living and homesteading. And if you have a property you'd like to share, we're more than happy to get the word out. After all, it's about people helping people. And hit the like button. Maybe the algorithm will find us important. So we will catch you next video.